I'm going to give you a quick push. Follow the ball. Follow the ball on who's playing. Okay? That's what we need to figure out first. Here's the gloves. This one. Okay.
Can we check it?
We can. I'm going to have you sit here.
Yeah.
Just do a test for a bit.
Audio test. Appears that we have a drop ball for Douglas on the field. Quickly played back to their center back. Shot taken. Went over the top of the goal. Ricocheted off of the goalpost into the back of the net. That will wind up being a goal kick. That was an excellent strike. About 2 feet too high to be really threatening. Regardless, goalkeeper Andrew was in an excellent position to make that stop. Had that been on target. Now it looks like Buena's going to build at the back for a little bit. First successful pass. One played a little bit wide. It's going to be a throw-in now for Douglas. Let's see how they decide to throw this ball in. A bit of a hesitation there. Found a player in the middle. Immediate turnover. Went right to the central player for Buena. Looks like they got him playing backwards. Excellent challenge there. Stopped that quick pass, but wound up going back to the feet of the original player. This one's going to safely go into Andrew. He's going to scoop that up and see if we can get a quick counterattack. Right off the left foot, nice and high. Andrew, last year ranked number 4 over all goalies in Arizona and is being currently looked at by Pima College. Excellent opportunity. That school for junior college has been doing phenomenal. Is anything coming through?
Yes, we have it. I'm going to switch over the cable so we have a little bit of longer one. So you have a little bit more reach. That one's wired in like that. Are you recording? Okay, good.
All right, now we are back. We had a little bit of an audio interruption there. Sorry about that, everybody. Coming back, Douglas is going to have a throw-in right here. Let's see what they decide to do. Oh, he's going to drop it for somebody else to throw. Typically, that's a classic move in order to waste some time, but it's 0-0, beginning of the game. He probably just wanted to have one of his defenders come up and play that ball forward, get an extra attacker on the field. Oh, quick ball movement by Buena. Little touch. Does he save it? Nope, flag goes up. That one's going to go out. That'll be a throw-in right there in the middle of the field for Douglas. Let's see what Bulldogs do. Well, not a bad throw. 50-50 ball. 2 defenders trap that one down. Throws going to go for Douglas. Nope, looks like the referee's going to call that one back in. He's going to call a foul on that. So it'll be a free kick. Looks like number 11 is getting ready. Setting the ball just the way he likes it. So we can put a nice delivery on this. Ooh, maybe left-footed. Let's see what he does. Have an in-swinging ball if it's left-footed. Yeah, there we go. Got some backspin on it. Nice and high. Safely off the head of a defender right into the arms of Andrew. Excellent scoop there. Ooh, what a beautiful ball. That is played all the way into the attacking third. Buena is running at that ball. This might be a goal! Buena! What an amazing counterattack by Buena. Andrew launched that ball about 60 yards in the air with a running striker. Brought the ball down behind the defender. Headed it over top of the goalie, safely into the back of the net. What an amazing strike. That is an excellent counterattack. Textbook. Excellent work, Buena. Wow, that was exciting. If you guys didn't see that, rewind if you can on Facebook and watch that one again. All right, looks like the referee's getting everything set. We're just waiting on a whistle here to get the game resumed. There's the whistle. Right back to their central defender. Safely to the Buena defense right there, right in the middle of the field. Quick little play forward. So they're trying to play out of trouble. It's 4-on-2. Ooh, it's slightly heavy. Almost got to it. Yeah, they wound up scooping it up there at the end. Try to play the ball forward. Ran into the defense for the Bulldogs there. Won a quick throw in for Buena. Ooh, ball laid center. Almost got to it, number 7. They're trying to win the ball. A little bit of a pull and a tug there by both players in order to get some position on that one. Looked like Tebow tried to play that one real quick by the defender. Went off the defender, bounced back off him. Ultimately went out of bounds. It's going to be a Bulldog throw here. Ooh, little fancy footwork there. Ball thrown nicely into the feet of his midfielder. Played in the center of the field. Instantly became a turnover. Let's see what they do. They're going to make a quick counterattack? No? All right, trying to play out. Heavy touch by the midfielder. Also a bad pass by Buena's midfielder. That ball just kind of ping-ponging around now. Let's see if we can settle down and get under control and play through those lines. See if we can get another shot on goal or, get another goal ultimately. That'd be terrific. Here we go. Now we got some numbers going forward. Ball lovely played in behind the midfielder right there, driving towards the box. It's a 2-on-1. Player goes down. Whistle's blown. Signal for a foul. They're going to have a free kick right outside the box. This is going to be an excellent opportunity. Let's see if they decide to go left foot with Tebow to swing the ball away from the goalie, drive it towards the attacking players for Buena, potentially a header, or if they're going to maybe switch it up and do it on the right foot and have that in-swinging ball towards the goal. Well, number 11 gets the ball set just where he wants it at. He's getting himself ready, looking at his runners. Looks like Tebow's going to take this one on his left. Well, waiting for the referee to get things settled down there in the back. There's the whistle. Here comes the ball. Ball's nicely played in. A little bit too close. The goalie had a little bit of a hand on it. Ricochet off the crossbar. That was close to a goal as well. Last touch. It's going to be a throw for Buena right there at midfield. So they got some numbers forward for them. They almost have equal number of attackers versus the Douglas defenders. Ball cleared out though. Almost able to turn, scooped up by Buena's midfield. Ball's turned, played forward nicely right into the middle of the field. 21's making a good run, challenging that back line for Douglas. Cleared ball. Looks like JoJo's going to pick this one up. Heavy challenge late. Whistle's blown, foul awarded. That's going to be a free kick for Douglas. Let's see, they get the ball set here, and they're going to have maybe one of their wing backs or one of the wings take this kick. So they try to push some numbers forward themselves. Not sure if you guys can see down at the bottom of the field, right in the middle. Looks like Douglas is getting ready for a substitution. May bring in some fresh legs. Ooh, another foul awarded to Douglas. The defender used the attacking player there to get some leverage and jump over top of the back of him, try to win that header. Ultimately got called for the foul. This one looks like it is, so let's see, 12 plus another 8. Maybe we're about 20 yards out from goal, 25 yards out from goal maybe. Looks like they got their wall set up. Andrews in place. Almost got his heels on the line. He's getting ready for this ball to come in. Ball played on the ground. Safely scooped up by Andrew. No real threat there. Let's see if we get another quick counterattack. Ball's played outside to the right. Tebow is making a run. Not going to get to that one. That one's going to travel out of bounds. Be a throw-in for Bulldogs. Yep, substitution's been awarded here, so we're going to take a brief moment while they bring players on and off the field. Number 7 coming on. Looks like 17's coming off. They're going to switch. They're actually moving one of their central players out into that right wing position while number 7 takes that central midfield position. Oh, nice, lovely turn. Got players running forward now. Oh, good challenge by JoJo there. Oh, got the ball just on the outside. The box played down with the corner flag there on the attacking right side, defending left. Almost came around. Nice, clean challenge there. Played the ball out of bounds, so Buena's going to get a throw on that front third and the attacking third of the field. Let's see if they decide to throw this one long and maybe treat this like a... Oh, no, wait. Instead of it being a throw-in, it's actually going to be a free kick. Looks like this one's going to be, again, off of Tebow's left foot. This will be an in-swinging ball. More challenging for the goalkeeper, also harder for the attacking players, so the ball's actually running away from them. So Buena's defense in control. That was a lovely turn by number 7, Jojo. He had the defender run in the other direction and shield the ball excellently, put his body between him and the player. Won the space, protected the ball, and then instantly turned him, driving forward. It was excellent. Quick feet, quick move. Ultimately, that's going to become a corner kick. So, again, coming off the left foot, this will be another in-swinging ball. Benefit on a corner kick. You got a lot of bodies in the way, makes it hard maybe for the goalie to come out and clear an in-swing left foot ball. This could wind up in the back of the net on the far side of the goal. Lovely ball in. Oh, nice header. That ball just barely saved by the goalie. Traveled back out. Second one put back in. Played out by the defense. This will be another corner kick for Buena. It's a second one in about 20 seconds. Let's see what happens here. Everybody's ready. Runs are going. Ball's played right to the top of the 6-yard box. Traveled all the way through. The header was a little bit short. Didn't get enough altitude on it. Johnny with a nice pass to the midfield players. Yeah, whistle was blown, foul called. Played quickly. Now Douglas is trying to take advantage of maybe an unsettled defense by Buena, but no real threat. They had 4 in the back, only 2 attackers, so they had that one pretty well snuffed out. Looks like right now, defender's trying to draw a foul, which he does. Again, shielding the ball, waiting for the attacker to be a little bit too aggressive, playing to the back of him, draw that foul. It relieves all the pressure because now you can push everybody up and play a long ball forward, and now you're playing in the midfield instead of having to defend by yourself there on the back. That one traveled out off the first touch. The throw went right to Buena. They're settled now. They got 4 runners going in. Ball comes all the way across to the left wing. A little bit heavy, but Tebow comes across to clean it up. Let's see what happens. 7 playing it out a little bit wide, trying to gather it while running. Lost control of it. The left back with a nice defensive stop. Just played it enough to get that ball going forward. Center back, strong challenge of the ball, played that one. Cleared his line completely, pushing all the way back to the midfielders that are now regathering. Douglas, right wing, trying to click the ball up here and get out of trouble. He's playing all the way forward, real high. Beautiful challenge. Cleared the ball. Player went over top of him. Unfortunately, that one's going to roll out. Substitution here. Buena is bringing number 32 on, number 6 on. Let's see if that changes a bit of their formation as well. Looks like it was a like-for-like change. No positional change. Excellent tackle. Took it right off his feet there on the edge. Beautiful ball down. It's a 2-on-1. Will he get there first? That was a heavy tackle from the side. Clean, though, as it challenged the ball. Yes, the player does go down. But contact with the ball, not through the player. That's a excellent tackle. Perfect timing. Hard to do without actually drawing a foul. And this time, ball's going to go out of bounds. Last touch off Buena, so it'll be a throw-in. Referee's telling him, looks like he wants him to scoot back some. And not let him take advantage of the 30-foot run at a throw-in. I had him come back to where the ball was taken. I went ahead and took about 10 feet to throw that ball in. Excellent settle. Man, he brought that ball down under control, turned on the defender. Played the ball through, no real threat. Center back's going to clean that one up pretty easily. One-on-one played it, clear his line, got it to the midfield. They're going to pass out of pressure here. They got 4 on the back line. Nice, good, strong clear all the way to the front half of the middle third. Or the right that space between the attacking third and your midfield section. Got a 3-on-3 run right now. Yeah, played slightly behind the attacking player for Buena. Excellent save right on the line. So if you're unfamiliar with when the ball is out of bounds, you got to have all of the ball across all of the line. Unlike in regular traditional American football, the moment that any part touches the line is considered out of bounds. In soccer, all of the ball has to be across all of the line in order for it to be considered out of bounds. So you can play from an out of bounds position as long as the ball stays in. The ball is still live. Doesn't really matter where the player's at as long as the ball stays on the field of play. So number 7 is going to take this free kick here right on the edge of the box. So 18 yards at an angle. Tebow takes this one curling and hits the top left corner on the outside of the goalpost. That was excellent. That pole's only 4 inches wide. If that ball is 4 inches to the right, that sneaks in that top left corner. What an excellent strike around the player standing in front of him, just to the right side of where the goalie was at. In a matter of inches, you talk about 4 inches. That's the difference between a goal and the ball being out of bounds. So let's see. Substitution done by Douglas. Ball put back in play. Yeah, the attacker decided to let that one roll. Shielded the player, kept Johnny from getting possession of it, and let that one go through for somebody else to grab. Ultimately, it just goes safely to Andrew's feet. He's going to clear that one out long. Oh, excellent move by Tebow. He's got 3 runners working with him. If he can just get this under control and find some open player, maybe find some open grass. Excellent ball. A little bit of pressure relieved. Ultimately, the ball was intercepted by the defense for the Bulldogs. Brought back up to the middle of the field. Now it looks like they're going to have a little bit of a run at it. It's 3 on 5. It's not overwhelming odds, but stranger things happen if you can just break one through and get past those lines. Oh, excellent move by 31. Picks the ball right off his feet while the run plays it to Tebow. A little bit behind him, but he's able to bring that ball forward into his run of play. And you see right there as the defender slides, goes to the ground, gets the ball, doesn't really get it off Tebow's feet. He's able to play right around him, takes a beautiful shot. Goalie in a good position, makes that stop, though. That's critical for goalies. Keeper's got to be in the right spot at the right time. That's 99% of the job for them. The rest is reacting to it and making sure it stays out of bounds or try to get in your hands and catch it. So good work by being in the right spot for the keep. This one's going to be played out of bounds by Buena. It's going to be another throw in here for Douglas. That's number 32 is trying to take the throw for his team, but ultimately it's awarded to Bulldogs. Referee again blew his whistle. Told him to stop creeping forward. Go ahead and take that throw in where the ball went out, which they do. Nice physical challenge on the throw in right there to try and create a missed touch by the attacker, by the midfielder. Ooh, that was an excellent ball into the box. Another left wing running forward. Tries to take a quick little touch with the outside of his foot, get that curled in towards the box. Winds up just going out for a goal kick, so this will be Andrew taking the goal kick here. Let's see if he plays along or if he plays one to his defenders and they build from the back. Oh, played it to the center midfield player. Lets the ball go through, but went to Douglas. Douglas now trying to turn, keep possession of the ball. They turn it over. Buena now has it on the feet of Tebow. Tebow's able to turn. Yeah, the left wing tried to turn, keep up with him, but winds up coming to the ground. This is a good battle between the forward for Buena and one of their center backs for Douglas, fighting for position, trying to get in front of the ball. Ultimately, he's able to get it turned and plays that clear of his lines. Here's another long ball. Safely headed away by the center back for Buena. Played forward by the midfielder. Now turned back over. Let's see, they're going to play one out to their left wing, making a strong run. Beats a player. He's got one more center back to block. Blocked by the center back there. Safely scooped up. Now played back into the midfield. Number 7, Jojo playing. Ooh, ball's a little bit behind. Gets easily intercepted by the center back for Douglas. Now he's trying to win it back off his feet. Ball's played out to the left wing. Chipped in and over. They're forward. Trying to head that ball. A little bit of contact. Nothing serious. There's some protests by the fans, but the referee opted not to call a penalty. Not enough contact there. Player went down, maybe in his opinion, a little bit too easily. That's just my guess, speculation from my end. Ultimately, there is no penalty awarded, so we play on. Oh, driving through the midfield. Nice, good, strong touch. Slide, takes away the ball, cuts off that passing lane. Now, Douglas trying to take their opportunity. Chip the ball up easily, headed away by the defense. Scooped back up by Douglas. Looks like they're going to have 3-on-3 now attacking. This is a good opportunity. Played into the feet of the forward. He's able to get past the center back. Excellent stop by Andrew. Comes forward, gets wide, makes the stop with his leg. Immediately the defenders get right in front of the goal in the pole like they're supposed to help their goalie out. That second shot on goal is played out safely by Buena's defenders. Yes, it's a corner kick, but you know what it's not? It's not a goal yet. Corner kick played in all along the ground, safely first touch. Excellent step by Buena. Blocks that second shot, going to go out for another corner kick. Let's see if they decide to change their tactics or if they're going to try another corner kick planted along the ground. They don't seem to have a lot of numbers running in. They got one that's kind of creeping forward at the top of the 18 right there. So maybe they're going to try to play this one in the air. Left-footed player, in-swinging ball. Who Andrew got a little bit of a touch. Goes to the legs of Buena. They play that one out. Douglas with an excellent turn. He plays that one on a bounce. Originally his back towards the goal. That is so hard to do, to get your feet set, get your hips turned, and actually put that on frame. Andrew easily scoops it up, though. Plays that one forward. We're trying to bring this one down now. Cleared out by Douglas. Let's see, is this going to get saved? Looks like Johnny's going to get to it, but he kicks that one out of bounds deep in the defending third for Douglas. Let's see if they can control that. Nice little flick over his head by the midfielder there, trying to get it to his forward for an attack. Ultimately, it gets cleaned up pretty easily. Ooh, another turnover here. This is dangerous at the beginning of the attacking third for Douglas. Cleared out again by left back Johnny. Well, looks like they're going to switch it up, move it over to the left side here, and see if they can get some activity building. Oh, no. Seemed to have gotten caught up by the Buena grass monster right there. Went down. Now, Buena's on the run. Out there on the right side. Tebow cutting in. Excellent ball back to the middle. Taken away right there out in front of the center part of the field. Nice intercepting run to allow the defender to scoop this ball up. Heavy pass, not quite to the feet. That one's going to go out of bounds. This will be a throw-in for Douglas. I'll try to take it quick. Plays the ball off his chest, settles it to his own feet. He's going to win another throw-in. They take this one quickly. He's trying to hold the position there by keeping the defender back. They got a foot race going on here, but Andrew's going to come forward and pick it up as soon as it crosses the 18. Quickly plays on the ground. Now Buena's back moving on their front foot. Playing it quick to the midfielder. Let's see if we can get this pushed out wide. Gets picked off there. He's trying to settle it in his first touch. Good movement as you see the defenders. All the defenders are coming back. You know, you're playing midfield. You're constantly running forward and backwards, moving in position, shifting left to right, forward to back in order to track players as they're moving around. One of the most difficult positions to play are your left wing positions, as they have so much responsibility on the field to cover. And it's everything from your defensive goal line all the way up to the 18 of the attacking box. And then everything from, your sideline all the way towards the middle of the field. So you see these players are running all over. They're putting 6-7 miles on their legs every single game. It's truly an incredible show of endurance there. Andrew plays that one. Nice little flick by the forward. Unfortunately, it gets immediately turned over. Ooh, it looks like one of the Bulldogs players is limping a little bit. See if he's going to be able to shake that one off. Maybe caught a little bit of the grass funny or a little bit of a stinger on his leg. Looks like he's running okay. I wish him the best. I hope he's doing okay. Heavy touch. That one's going to go out of bounds. It's throw-in now for Bulldogs. They're going to switch throwers. Maybe move a little bit farther up the line. Potentially have a thrower that's just got a longer distance throw to clear more of your line to play it a little more safe. That one, again, kicked over their head. They've done this several times now where they're playing without looking. They're just trying to kick the ball up and over their head and hope that one of their midfielders or one of their forwards can get to it. So far, it's not been very successful. It's more often than not dropped to the feet of Buena's midfield or Buena's defense. So let's see if they keep trying or if they're going to change their tactics and maybe try to bring this one down, settle it, play it to one of their players that they're facing and see if they can play forward from there instead of constantly flicking it over their head. But either way, it's effective as long as you can get to the ball. So everything's a good thing as long as it works for you. Buena's making a substitution here. Looks like 21's coming on the field now. Some fresh legs in that left wing position. The ball played back forwards at the feet of Tebow. He's got 4 people in front of him on the attack. This is good numbers. Lovely ball right in the middle of the field. Almost to the feet of the attacking player, but snuffed out by the center back for Douglas, for the Bulldogs. A bit of a clearing header right there. This is going to be a throw-in now. I'll throw this one forward. Settles the ball. There it is. Plays it back to an open player. Brings the ball down to himself. This cute little flick forward to get it out into space where he can control the ball without immediate pressure. That one played into the middle of the field. Picked up by Buena. Played forward. And this one will be headed out wide. And this will be a nice battle between the left back and the right wing for Buena. Heard the whistle blown. Looks like referee signaled for a free kick. Looks like this is going to go Buena's direction. Ball gets set. Almost to midfield. Let's see if they play this one into the box or if they try to find something out wide. Ooh, lovely ball played into the box. 2 defenders, 2 attackers in there. Headed away by Douglas. Played into their midfield players. Brought down under control. A nice pass into the path of their attacker. Cleared away by Andrew. He's going to come up and get that ball kicked out. So it's no real threat. Played out wide as well, just in case they lose it. When when you play the ball out wide, it's a lot more ground to cover. There's a lot less opportunity for somebody to shoot on you. So it's an excellent decision not just to get that ball played as far away from the goal as possible. You want it as far to the side as possible. That was an excellent challenge. Got a little bit of the ball. The defender was able to run over top or jump over top of the slide of Buena there. That ball travels out of bounds. Throw in for Buena. Looks like number 8's going to take this throw. Let's see what happens. We got 3 Douglas players on the sideline, 1 Buena player on the sideline looking for substitutions. This one falls to the feet. Buena's attacker. It's played out strongly by the right back for Douglas. Throw in, and they're going to hold this throw for the substitution. So we got 27 coming on. Looks like he's going in on the right wing position, maybe as a forward, right forward. I'm not quite sure exactly what formation Buena is in. Sometimes you can see, 2 forwards, a left and a right forward. Sometimes they just push their right wings and left wings really high, or they play more like a forward attacking player and not like a traditional wing. It's an excellent formation when you have the ability to possess control of the ball, because you can move up into the attacking third with 6 or 7 players, comfortably able to defend, move the ball around, find the open feet, take opportunities. So it's an excellent formation when you are successful at moving the ball and passing it. It becomes a lot more difficult when you can't really control the ball through the middle of the field, but it seems like Buena's been pretty successful. It looks like right now, they are playing with 2 forwards, where you see one of the forwards kind of running back there on the far right-hand side, the other forward now moving to the left side if you were Buena. He wins a nice challenge there, ultimately gets poked away. Looks like substitution is being called by the AR on the side. Number 4 is standing there ready to come on. Number 7 also on the sideline ready to come on. Number 18 coming off, so that is a defensive player, and 7 going back into the center mid position. Throw, ball's on. Settled to himself, tried to play that one in. Shielded away by the original Douglas player that was trying to challenge him for the ball. Ultimately went to the feet of their second midfield player. Excellent ball movement right there. Had a little triangle going on. Quick, successive passes back and forth. Referee blew the whistle, though. Not quite sure what he saw. Looks like a push or maybe a pull from my vantage point. Definitely too far away to see. But he is awarding a free kick. He's also talking to the player there, explaining, looks like he's showing that he pulled on him, preventing him from making a run of the ball. So you can get away with a lot of pushing and pulling as long as it's mutual and you're not, truly obstructing the path, the run of the player. So looked like the pull was a little bit too much, preventing the player from being able to win the ball or run towards the ball and ultimately earn Buena a free kick. Goes back to number 7 as their center mid. They got one of their forwards now playing as that right wing position. Well, poked it out. Let's see, who did it go off of last? This is going to be awarded to Douglas, so it was poked out of bounds by one of the Buena forwards. All right, it looks like they're getting settled. Referee's blowing the whistle. Looks like he's going to check on one of the players to see if he's okay or maybe just tying his shoe. I'm not entirely sure. Looks like he's hurt. They're signaling for a substitution, so they're asking the Douglas coach to sub the player out. I'm assuming the player is injured and is requesting to be subbed out. So he is making his way on his own accord. There's no help, so that's a good sign. We do hope that he's going to be okay. We don't want any of these athletes, these young athletes, to sustain any kind of significant injury. Looks like he's able to jog a little bit. That's really a good sign. I do hope that he starts feeling better soon and that he's not any kind of significant pain or significant injury there. So we're going to restart here with the exact same throw-in. So that wasn't a stop during the middle of play. That was a natural stoppage of play. So we're going to just pick up from the throw-in. Ball's now in play, brought down off of his chest onto his feet. Plays that one back. It was a soft pass. Gets easily taken away by the midfielder. Played out wide. Coming down the right-hand side. Flicked forward. The ball is in the box. Oh, corner kick given up. That was played out by the center back for Douglas. Corner kick awarded. Looking at the scoreboard, it says this might be the 3rd corner kick. I haven't personally been keeping track. But Buena has had some success with their corner kicks. They've been nicely placed in the box. Ideally, you're trying to get it around the 6-yard box. It's that small one right in front of the goal. It's a little bit too far for the keep to come out, and it's that perfect space for your attacking players to make the runs and head the ball in. That's a nice one, played low along the ground. played it off the inside of his foot, trying to angle it towards goal. Can't quite tell from my angle how close that was, but the goalie didn't have to make a dive, so I imagine that's more than 2 or 3 feet from the goal post. It's going to be a goal kick. Plays like that are really difficult for goalies because you can't quite tell. It's so quick. They're not taking an extra touch. They're making that ball ricochet off the inside of their foot. They're using the speed and power of the original play just to redirect it on frame. This time it was a little bit wide, but more often than not, those are going to be successful shots on goal, forcing the goalie to make an excellent save. So we'll see if we get more opportunities like that in the near future. A substitution did just occur, so number 11 came back in. He's back over there on the right side. Ooh, excellent tackle. No foul awarded. Went down on the ground, won the ball, got back up, started dribbling. There's a bit of a scrum there in the middle of the field between the midfielders. The ball was played out. I was trying to see if the left back for Buena can bring that under control. Does not. That one's going to go out for a throw-in. You see all the midfielders coming back to help defend. Right now they got 5 defenders on 4 Douglas attackers. Oh, AR's flag went out. Signal looks like it's going to go for Douglas. They're going to hold up play here for a substitution. 2 more players come on. Never mind, 3. 12, 11, and 16 coming on the field. One of them looks like he's going to take that right wing position. They're bringing in a new forward and a new midfield player as well. So again, all that running by those midfield players and the forwards and bringing some fresh legs on keeps the attack vibrant, keeps it moving. Keeps it dangerous. Nice challenge there by number 11 for Buena. He ultimately wins the ball. He's playing forward. He's got 2 other people in the middle of the box if he can just get this ball quickly off his feet. Tries to play that one through. Goes off the defenders, running back towards goal, out for a corner kick. Let's see, number 11, again, left-footed player. So from this side of the field, that's going to be an in-swinging ball. So if he decides to curl this ball, it's going to curl towards the keeper. So if this goes in, it's called an Olympico. So let's see what happens. Here's the kick. That's nice. The goalie comes out, punches that one out. A little bit too close to the keeper right there. It's juggling around. That was a poor strike by the center back. The ball does go out of bounds. Gives up another corner kick. Again, one more left-footed in-swinging ball. Let's see if he tries to get this one a little bit closer to the 6. Keep that away from the goalie, who's about a good yard off the box, off the line. Punches that one out as well. Goes right to the top of the box. 21 plays that back forward. Cleared out by Douglas defense. 3 Buena players back. 2 more tracking back. Ball instantly turned, played forward, going out wide. Missed the touch to bring that under control. That ball goes out of bounds for a throw. Douglas is making a substitution here. Number 19 is coming on the field. Let's see where he's going to settle. Not quite sure who they have coming off. Looks like maybe number 3. Get him kind of far from where the players are. My eyes aren't as young as they used to be. That one's hard for me to see. Yep, definitely number 3. 19 looks like he's going to be in a central midfield position. So substitutions are complete. Waiting for the throw-in to restart here. Oh, he's looking for some players to get open. Buena's got everybody pretty much covered. Let's see what they decide to do. Oh, never mind. At the bottom of the field, I just saw they made another substitution. They got a player that's injured. Referee is helping him out. I was looking up at the top of the field, didn't even notice him. Again, I hope that he is going to be okay. We don't want any of these young athletes to sustain any kind of significant injuries. So I'm glad that he's able to walk on his own. He's getting looked at by Buena Health staff. Hopefully maybe just a little bit of a Charlie horse. It is cold outside, so that does happen a lot of times. You get bumps, you get hit. It causes those muscles to seize up. So we have another free kick awarded. So it was a quick whistle, no advantage. In the previous broadcast, we talked briefly about advantage. So when the referee believes that the attacking team will benefit from continued play even after the foul, he'll signal with one arm or 2 arm. He'll point forward in the direction of play, signaling that he's awarding advantage. Now, just because he originally awards advantage, if they immediately lose it within a reasonable amount of time, typically about 5 seconds, they can bring that one back. So this one's going to be played in off the left foot. Chips it up over the box. Lovely header. Ball popped back up in the air, trying to settle it. Tries to go for a bicycle kick. Whistle is immediately blown. I didn't see any contact. I imagine it's just going to be dangerous play. So the difference between a foul for hitting the player and fouling him will be a direct free kick. If the referee's arm goes straight up in the air, then it's dangerous play. It'll be an indirect free kick. And that's typically, you could tell the difference between if a player does something that hits another player, causes a foul, or if it's just considered dangerous play. So no arm in the air. That's a direct kick. So he must have clipped the player in his attempt to bicycle that ball up over his head. So that one's going to be a throw for Buena. That was played out pretty quick by their back line, went out of bounds on the Buena right-hand side. Substitution awarded. Number 6 coming back in. Let's see if he's going to move back up into that forward position. Looks like he's going to play as a left wing. So earlier when he was on the field, he was on the right side of the field playing in that right forward, that right wing position. Now he's going to be playing in a very traditional left wing spot. Throw for Buena. Just about midfield. Referee pointed to have him get back into the spot where the ball originally went out. No free steps on the throws. Oh, excellent settle. I tried to get around the defender. Defender ultimately won it off his feet. Good job trying to get back into position. This one's going to be scooped up safely by the center back. No real threat from the forward for Douglas that far forward. The ball was played way too fast. Nobody in the area, but Buena's on the run here. It was a little bit of a body check. Now, you're allowed to use your body to push players, to win body position. And so when you're both running on a 50-50 ball like that and you intercept the space, right, you get to that space before the other player does and there's contact, there's no foul when you do that. So that was a nice no call on that one. This one, if you were just watching, you saw the ball right into the referee. This is going to be a drop ball. It was possessed by Douglas as drop ball for Douglas. And you saw that the Buena player a little bit too close ran in charge of the ball. So when it's a drop ball, there's a minimum space that the opposing team has to be away from the drop ball in order to allow them to cleanly play it. There's no more 1 yard off the ball where everybody can just go 50-50 at it. So these drop balls, when it hits the referee, it goes to the team that last possessed, which is why he stopped play, brought it back, re-awarded that drop to the Douglas player, telling the Buena player to scoot back a little bit more. That one snuffed out again by the center back, came over to clean that ball out. Let's see if Buena can break. It's a 1-on-3 right there. Everybody's hollering for a handball. Referee, no whistle. Again, there's no foul. The referee doesn't blow the whistle, doesn't call it. So a lot of times players want handball calls. So the handball rule, it is not a foul if your arm is in a natural position, the ball pops up and hits your arm. There's a difference. That's called ball to hand. So proximity to where the ball's at, if it hits you because somebody kicked it and you're really close and your arm is in a natural position, even if you're running and your arm's out a little bit from your body, when it hits your hand or hits your arm, that is not necessarily going to be a foul. That could just as easily be ball to hand and not a handling foul, or what typically is called as a handball. So as you saw, that ball was played in. 2 Douglas defenders jumped at the exact same time, collided with each other in the air. Both players going to the ground. They popped up. Nobody seems to be injured, which is excellent. The ball was played out of bounds, so we are going to restart with a throw-in for Buena. Ball played in on the right side. Tebow able to turn. Looking for a player to pass to. And now he's in the middle of the field. Takes a shot. That one looks like it went wide of the field goal. Definitely over top of the goal. Nice attempt. He brought that all the way from the touch line all the way to the middle of the field. Turned his hips. Took an excellent shot. Lots of power. Ball just carried on him. Drove up high and went over top of the goal. No real threat to the goalie there. Now Douglas trying to make a counterattack. It is 7-on-4 right now. The speed at which Buena was able to get back into position and snuff out that one, causing a throw. And this allows all their players to get back. Also allows Douglas time to get their players up, which now some of their midfielders are moving forward into that front attacking third. Easily taken away on that first touch. Running for this is a foot race. Man, they are so fast. Able to cut, trying to get around the players. 3-on-1. Loses the ball, then instantly wins it right back. Plays it to one of his players. Heavy contact there, but ball kept by the possession. So that would be a good example of when advantage is being awarded. Final seconds have ticked away. That is the end of the first half. The score sits Buena Colts 1, Douglas Bulldogs 0. We're going to take a brief 10-minute intermission. Everybody's going to take this opportunity to go down and get some hot chocolate, get some snacks. Players are going to take this opportunity to talk to their coaches, get some water, get reset. And then we will see you guys back at the beginning of the second half. Yeah, I'm going to go downstairs, get some drink.
Can you turn off the audio?
Fresh beef and whipped cream.
I don't know.
The frozen custard is so fresh and creamy, it tastes like it was
played forward all the way to midfield. Won by the forward. Tried to play that out to his left wing. Went a little bit outside of his reach. Ultimately went out of bounds. Douglas throw there. Won quickly back by Buena. But unfortunately that one was played out of bounds. So instead of being able to keep it in the field of play and move forward, they're going to have to settle for a throw-in, which they do. Nice, good long throw. Went to the head of the Douglas players. And played that one safely back to the center back in order to keep possession of it. Played that one forward, trying to play it all the way to the forward, which they do. And he heads it to himself, turns, gets around the first defender. Does not get past the second center back, who plays it to his keeper in order to maintain control. He plays one out into the middle of the field. 50-50 ball, flicked forward by Douglas. Center back scoops it up, but it goes to the attacking player, who quickly plays that into the 18-yard box. But Andrew, quick on his feet, comes forward, scoops that one up safely in his hands. Snuffed out any potential for a counterattack there by Douglas. He's going to play this one long, man. That ball is traveling all the way across. That's a good 60 yards in the air. Buena's forward trying to win that off of the center back. Gets pushed out wide. Douglas still in possession. They're going to try to play through the middle. Almost had a collision between their two center midfield players. He chips this one high in the air. It's a floater. Gives the defense plenty of time to get to it, which they do. They swing over, clear it out. That header goes out of bounds, and it'll be a throw-in now for Douglas. They're getting some numbers forward now. Still a numerical advantage. There's two additional players in on defense right now in that space. So, again, they're back to having 9 people defending the space in order to give maximum protection, try to win this ball early, keep it out of the box, deny any opportunity for a shot to be taken. Quick play between the 3 and the triangle right there. Douglas able to try to keep that ball in, and he does. He got to it. Couldn't keep his footing on the grass. Slips, goes down. The Buena defender able to clear that one out. But quick turnover. Back to Douglas in the middle of the field. Wins that ball. Driving a goal. Wonderfully played out by the center back. Douglas scoops back with an excellent touch, man. He stepped right around the defender to try and play that ball in. Takes a shot. Gets blocked quickly by the defense. Ball's cleared their lines. Gets all the way to midfield. So the left back, looks like, for Douglas, was able to play that ball forward. It's going to roll all the way, almost hit the flagpole. The decision is a throw-in all the way down by the goal line. That, I don't know if you could get a throw any deeper into your own side of the field than they have right there. Honestly, I expected it to hit that flagpole and stay on the field to play. It looked like it was going slow enough and that it wasn't going to travel out. But throw-in successful. Tebow did an excellent job trying to win the ball. Plays it to the right wing. Now they're sprinting forward. It is 3v4. If he can win this ball into the space and play it into the box, it'll be an excellent attempt. Ultimately, the center back comes over. He's trying to shield this ball out. He holds him off just enough. Looks like they're going to award a goal kick instead of a corner kick. I thought he might be able to get around him on that one. But the ball slowed down so much that it was really difficult for him to shield that ball out for too much longer. I bet if they had about another 3 inches on the field right there, he would have had enough space to get around him and win that ball forward and play it in front of the box. But ran out of real estate. This one's played forward. It's going to go all the way up to their left wing. Plays it into their center midfield player for Buena. They're trying to change the field right now. And Douglas tried to clear that one out. Just kicked it into the player. And he runs over and recovers it. Plays it in the middle. Too slow on the run. The center back stepped forward to clear that ball out. Or maybe it was a center midfield player, not even a center back. I apologize for that. Douglas back on the attack. Got it into the feet. Another one of their midfielders. They got their lone forward player challenging the left center back. Excellent turn and move. Wow, that was extremely skilled right there. He takes a shot on his left-hand foot. Can't exactly tell how close that was. Andrew had that corner covered, and the fact that he had it covered and it went well over his hand, I imagine that was probably a foot or two above the top of the crossbar. But that was an excellent turn. He went from that right side of the attacker all the way from the field, crossed over the middle. The defender that was trying to win the ball slipped to the ground, and he crossed into the center of the field, had some space, and then immediately took that strong shot. That was very, very dangerous. Now the whistle was blown. A foul's being awarded as the center midfield player for Buena was trying to bring that ball under control and gets caught up on his feet. Oh, referee's going to his pocket. Number 16 looks like he might get some paperwork today. Can't quite tell if it's yellow or if it's just a verbal warning. I didn't see a card come up over top of the referee's head, so I imagine it was just a warning for now. So if it's a yellow card, he would have had to come off the field, so definitely not a yellow card. Definitely not a red card because he obviously would have been ejected, not able to replace the player. So verbal warning issued to number 16. So I imagine if there's any more fouls committed by 16 the remainder of the game, it'll result in a yellow card. Excellent movement there. Had his back to the goal, played that one out to a running T-ball on the edge. Wonderful ball in. Ball crossing in front of the goal. Are they able to get it? Ooh, the shot was it was taken on the far left side of the goal, and it was a little bit wide. That's going to go out for a goal kick. That was an excellent opportunity. Quick, fast movement between the right wing and the center midfield player as they're playing around that space, playing the ball forward to themselves. Clear run, nice ball in, right across the 6, had 2 attacking players, took the shot, went a little bit wide. That was extremely exciting. Here we go, another attempt. A little bit of a collision there between the Douglas and Buena player. Ultimately, looks like it's kicked out by Buena. It's going to be a throw-in in the defending corner for Douglas. They play the ball in quickly. Looks like he's trying to turn upfield. Ball poked away, gained control by Buena, trying to play this one forward. It does travel out of bounds. Looks like he got a deflection off of one of the Douglas players. It's going to go for a throw-in for Buena. Now there's a little bit over 32 minutes left in this match. Buena would really like to get one more goal in here before the end of time expires. Again, there is no additional time in high school. If there is any need for the additional time, they would just stop the clock. So the time that you see on the scoreboard is pretty close to the referee's official time. So we have about 32 minutes left. Referee did blow his whistle. Looks like he signaled for a pull from the Buena player on the Douglas players as he was trying to break free and get some space. So this is going to be a free kick. Number 5 for Douglas takes it. Nice, good, strong ball played. No real threat. It's going to go all the way to Andrew. The defenders made the decision with no runners coming at the ball to let that one travel all the way back. Eats up a little bit of time. Securely played to their keeper who could play this ball long and forward. So played a little bit off the foot trying to play it to himself on the run. Heavy, hard touch. So that one is going to get scooped up by Douglas's keeper. That one came a little bit off the side of his foot. Traveled all the way out of bounds on the Douglas right-hand side. Buena's left. That'll be a throw-in. Looks like they're pushing about 8 of their players forward. They have 8 of the field players are on the attacking side for Buena. Those are strong numbers. They are still playing very aggressive right now. Shot taken somewhere around 25, maybe even 30 yards from the goal. That one was wide to Buena's left, the goalkeeper's right-hand side. That safely went out for a goal kick. So we're going to get reset here. Looks like one of the defensive players is going to take this goal kick form. Referee telling him the ball is not over top of the 6-yard box. So at least some part of the ball has to be over that line. And you can see the AR was telling him that he had to move the ball back. And he rolls that ball back a couple inches to get it over top of the line. They're playing forward now, trying to break through. Excellent turn by Buena. Shields the player, keeps him on his backside, was able to turn, keep possession of the ball. Now they're moving forward on the attack. Can Tebow get to the ball? The defender plays it out. That left wing for Douglas. Running stride for stride with the attacker. Has to play that ball out. Has no other options. That is a throw-in, which will take place immediately after the completion of the substitution. So number 6 coming in for Buena. Let's see. He has played as a right wing. He's played as a left wing. Looks like maybe now he's going to go in as a forward. Not entirely sure until they get reset. Looks like that was not a clean tackle. The AR put his flag up, signaling for a foul. Referee does blow his whistle. Foul's being awarded. AR's getting the ball set back in position. Looks like number 11 is going to be taking it again on his left foot. So not as far down as a corner kick, but in essence, this is going to be a corner kick opportunity for them. Let's see how they handle this one. Douglas puts a 2-person wall. AR is having him scoot back, mandatory 10 yards off of the ball. As you see in the middle of the field, from the center where the ball is kicked from to that line. Ooh, that was an excellent ball that was played in. It ran into the back or maybe even the side of one of the Douglas defenders. It keeps out of the goal, but Buena still has the ball. They are still pressing and challenging forward. The ball is being bounced around inside the 18. Finally cleared out by one of the midfielders for Douglas to the fielder forward who's trying to make a run for it. There are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There are 6 Buena defenders that have already made it back 3 Douglas attackers. Again, strong numbers on the defensive side. Buena has committed themselves not just to the attack, but also to quickly transition back and play on defense. Again, earlier I said they had 8 of their field players. And again, there's only 10 field players. They had 8 of them in the attacking side of the field. You transition from 8 and you're bringing 5, 6 players back on the defensive side on a transition at a faster rate than your opponent, you're going to have a lot of success on defense. This ball is excellently played. Goes to the feet of the attacker who wins the ball. Trying to keep it away from the goalie. The ball stays on the field of play. You can see the AR signaling that the ball is on the field. Left foot by Tebow. Oh, beautiful shot. Slightly over the top of the crossbar there. That was an incredible opportunity. Wow, the center midfield player for Buena on that free kick won that ball, brought it down under control, almost got the ball around the goalkeeper. The goalkeeper was able to shield it all the way down to the edge of the goal line, almost out of bounds, saved. Again, brought back in to the right wing, won that ball, got on his left foot, took an extremely good shot, slightly over the crossbar. A substitution now by Douglas, and subsequently going to be a goal kick after all that excitement. Ball played, center midfielder wins that ball high into the mid-third. Number 11, again on his left foot, wins that ball back. Plays through a couple arm grabs there. He's trying to win some space to either take a shot or find a pass. Ultimately, is a 3-on-1. He loses it to the feet of the center back. Plays it to the midfielder. Now they're playing forward. A little chip over top of a retreating Buena player. Cleaned up by the left back. And then safely played it about so they can regroup. It's going to be a throw-in for Douglas. Wow, that was some excellent work earlier by Buena. A lot of production going on, a lot of work coming from the right side of the field, moving into the middle, and shots being taken. Very dangerous on that side. Let's see if they decide to switch the attack point and maybe attack from their left side, the Douglas right side. See if they can have some similar success, some similar dangerous balls being played in. Excellent move by the forward. Nope, actually it looks like he's playing maybe as a left wing. It's hard to tell because your forward, if he's playing up by himself, he can travel all the way from side to side. It does look like number 6 is going to be playing as a forward because he's a lone player up there now. So he was tracking all the way over there trying to win that free ball and move it forward. Does get cleared out. It's going to be a throw-in now for Douglas. Let's see what they do. Good long throw. The header one play to the middle. Their midfield steps, chips the ball high into the air. Looks like Andrew's going to come forward, collect that on the first bounce. There is a player running and attacking, but 99% of the time, the goalkeeper's going to win that ball. Of course, they can reach up with their hands and grab it much higher. And if they're going up with their hands above their head and there's any kind of contact from an attacking player, that's generally going to result in a foul. Right? The goalkeeper's protected, especially when they're in that 6-yard box area, and their hands are above their head and you collide with them as they're trying to either punch the ball out or collect the ball up. It's typically going to result in a foul, even if you don't knock them to the ground. So, good effort from him to try to win that before the goalkeeper gets his hands on it, but ultimately that one is safely picked up, played forward, and now we're trying to win a ball here and play through the middle of the field. Tapped back to the center. Number 21 has had a phenomenal game. It's an excellent ball. Will he be able to get to it on the edge? Just a step shy. Now, again, this is no wider than a standard football field. So this is about 50 yards across. If this was 75 yards, he scoops that ball up, able to keep it in. Oh, here's a decent attack. 3 going forward against 5 defending Buena players. The ball played into a nice, dangerous area, but the runner was a little bit too far behind the play. Andrew picks it up with his feet, travels about midway in front of the goal, waits for one of the attackers to come to him, and then falls on the ball able to collect it up. It's a standard technique to give your teammates the opportunity to travel forward. It takes up a little bit of time, allows you to get some breath back under your back in your lungs, get some strength back in your legs. So it was a good, smart decision by Andrew to buy a little bit of time for his players before getting that ball back in play. Now it looks like their forward's trying to win against 2 players. He got the turn, but ball taken off his feet. I do hear a whistle being blown. Referees turning to the sidelines asking either players or coaches to calm down. The foul is awarded, the advantage being given to Douglas. The ball was kicked before the referee was prepared, so he blew the whistle again. He's signaling to have the ball brought back. And that's all because the referee had to turn and face the sidelines and give some instructions to either the referee, or some of the players, or the players on the field. And so the referee's got his back turned because he's giving instructions. You just can't put the ball back in play, which is why he had that one called back. So any kind of quick play or advantage they were trying to get from that free kick doesn't quite work when the sidelines are the reason that the referee has his attention diverted. So Douglas is now in the 18-yard box. This one was not cleared very well. It was played just at the top of the box, struck well by Douglas, right wing, easily picked up by the defender, now taken back out. Played to their forward for Buena, tries to win that off his chest, gets blocked, shielded out. Douglas has the ball. They're trying to play forward through the middle, but there is just such a strong presence. All 10 of the field players are on the defensive side, protecting the space, man-marking players, and covering the passing lanes. That is an excellent way to deny your opponent the opportunity to move the ball forward. Right? It's not just about being man-to-man with a player, because faster players can outrun slower players. But when you can challenge a player and block the passing lanes, and those are the things we call them the quarters of the field, right? So you're playing half field or a quarter of the field. You're looking to play in these channels, these gaps that are between traditionally the back four of a line. If you were to be sitting in a straight line, it'd be the space between your right back, your right center back, your two center backs, your left center back, and your left wing back. So you think about those three channels. Those are the ones that are most dangerous when the ball's played in there. So when Buena is getting in their defensive position, they have their traditional four, but their midfield players are coming back and they're blocking those channels, making it very difficult for Douglas to play the ball forward. It is an excellent, strong defensive technique, and they're executing very well. And see right there, a foul was called, and you can kind of see the ball went off of the arms. He's not calling a handball. What he's calling is that reckless jump. So when you make contact and you're in the air and you're kicking at a ball like that and you collide with players, you're not in control of your body. When you're not in control of your body, it's dangerous play. And if you strike a player, it is going to be called a foul. Goal! Buena! That came off the foot of Tebow, number 11. Again, he's been doing it all game. Won the ball on the outside, moved in the middle third of the field, just like I was describing earlier, found that channel in between the two center backs, took the shot, went to the left side of the goalkeeper, the right side for Tebow, tucked it safely into the corner. That was an exceptionally beautiful shot. Well-placed ball. Man, keeper had next to no opportunity to really even get to that. It was placed so well. That now brings the scoreboard 2-0. Colts 2, Bulldogs 0. Looks like we have a player that has a shoe off or a boot off, whatever you prefer to call the cleats, and a shin guard out. So the clock has stopped as the goal occurred. So we're not losing any time here. Not quite sure if the player maybe has a cramp or if his shoe came off. The grass monster jumped up and snatched it off of his foot as he was trying to turn and maybe play. Ultimately, we're going to continue to hold the clock until he's able to get back on his feet. Oh, man, he is not doing well. He's got two of his teammates helping him off, and he is limping. I do hope that he is okay. Looks like he has his ankle wrapped as well. It might be an old injury. I'm not going to speculate, but he's not putting any weight in it whatsoever. I didn't see exactly what happened, if he got stepped on or if he twisted it when he was playing, or if maybe a piece of the grass was uneven and it just caused him to roll his ankle. I am not sure, but I sure do hope that he is going to be okay and that he can be playing in his next game. I do wish him the very best and hope that it's just a stinger and nothing real serious. So they have made their substitution for the player, and I do hope that it's nothing serious and that he can recover and maybe even get back in this game should he be feeling well enough. Oh, Douglas has a 1v1 against the center back. It's a good body position. A block played. Excellent move. He maintained a good position, staying between the goal and the attacker, forcing him to play it through him before he could take a shot. That ball ultimately goes out for a goal kick. As he took the swing, instead of it ricocheting off the defender, it was played awkwardly off his foot, and that's what that body-to-body contact does for you as a defender, right? You're not pushing with your arms. You're just holding the space, and it's really hard to run and kick and try and turn your hips and shoot when you have another player that's bodied up against you, which is what happened in this case. So, again, no foul, excellent positioning, and all of that results in a goal kick. And now we've moved on, and we're trying to clear out a throw-in here. Looks like we got 4 running forward for Buena, 5 coming back. Right in the middle of the field. Again, excellent ball forward. Man, got instantly taken away by Douglas, one of their right back. Looks like there was a pull on the Buena forward. It's going to be a free kick awarded to Douglas. Not quite sure if they did not have advantage. It seems like there was not enough of a threat. Maybe they could have had a counterattack, but ultimately the referee blew the whistle, and the play has resumed. Ball was cleared out by the defense. Now it's back all right into the middle. Oh, excellent work, taking it right over the feet of the center midfield player. He not only steals the ball, but he shields him, wins the space, slides across him, takes the ball with him. The referee has asked for the clock to stop. He's going to talk to the player, have a discussion with him. Ooh, the yellow card does come out. It looks like number 7 is going to be sitting on a yellow. They instantly substitute him out, bringing in number 4. So again, in college, when you get a yellow card, the player that had the card has to come off the field for at least one full play, which would be a natural stoppage. That could be 1 second. That could be 10 minutes. Who knows? But they're also allowed to substitute. So in this case, instead of playing a person down, they're going to substitute that player off the field and bring somebody else on. So as soon as the ball is kicked, the clock will resume. Referee's blown his whistle, signal for play to resume. Center back takes the kick, plays it forward. Travels through. Going to have another whistle blown. Oh, this is going to be another good opportunity for Buena. So he pointed in the direction of the Buena for the attack, so can't quite tell if it was a pull or a shove. Definitely good, dangerous, threatening position for Buena to be playing right here. Lots of excitement from our fans down here, so if you missed this game, this is an excellent game. We do encourage you guys to come out. If you're listening to this broadcast, we encourage you to come out and support your local high school team. Support the Colts in this academic athletic event that they're having right here. It's not too cold out right now. It's actually quite nice. The wind's not too bad. It's an excellent night for soccer. Beautiful night for soccer. Looks like the referee is having a conversation with the players. The clock is still running, so he hasn't signaled to stop it, but he's having a conversation with the Douglas players right now. So we're not going to be able to resume play. This will resume on the whistle, and you'll see the referee get in position. He'll signal for the play to resume, and he'll blow his whistle, and then looks like Buena. Oh, now they're asking for the clock to stop. Let's see what happens. The player is headed off the field. So that is a yellow card for number 7, who I believe came in for the other player that was on a yellow card. And play will resume here shortly. So Douglas player took his jersey off. I think that's an indication that maybe his night is done. Not quite sure what happened down there, but there is a thing called dissent. Obviously, it's something that we're going to be able to hear from the booth up here. So if that was dissent, that could be, bad language, foul language. That could be complaining, arguing with the referee, yelling at the referee. That could be any kind of aggressive or hostile, vulgar language towards other players. There's a lot of things that can kind of go into that category of dissent. Not that that is what happened, but the conversation took place. Ultimately, the time did stop. So I imagine it was a non-play related event, which typically results in dissent, or is typically a result of dissent. So the ball is now going forward. It is on the attacking side for Douglas. Ball safely rolled out of bounds. Attacker was unable to get to it in time. That's going to be a throw-in for Buena. So we have a player that stayed down for Buena. The clock has stopped. So anytime the trainers, the medical team has to come out into the field for a player, the clock is going to stop. Take a look at it. Looks like he's okay. He's walking under his own power. It's going to be a substitution, and he's going to come off the field. Number 7 is going to come on for him. So it is good to see that he is walking. Hopefully he is not seriously hurt or injured. He can either rejoin play later in this game. Hopefully we'll see him back here shortly. Looks like he's doing all right. So play will resume on the whistle. That'll be a throw-in for Buena. There's the whistle. Clock is rolling. Ball thrown in nice and high. Good header flick forward. Ultimately it goes to the Douglas player. A bit of a scrum over there. A couple players trying to fight for the ball. It does go off of Buena last, so it's a throw-in for Douglas. That was a good reach by the defender trying to poke at the ball as it's coming in around the player that's trying to shield and receive it. So that is very difficult to do without causing a foul.
Right now, midfielder won a lovely ball on a tackle right there. Wasn't able to keep it. Advantage is being signaled. This is one of those times where advantage is signaled, because you have players that are running at the goal inside the box. That is definitely a good situation where the attacking team has numbers forward, they have possession of the ball, they're in a threatening position, and you're going to let play resume. So while the advantage was given, it ultimately ended up in a goal kick where the ball traveled out. So it was not close enough where the possession was lost that they were going to bring that one back. But that is a really classic example of what advantage looks like for some of our followers that are maybe unfamiliar with the rule, what it looks like, how it's played. And it's such a difficult decision by the referees, because you're trying to weigh, is the free kick better than letting play continue, or is the run of play better than the free kick? Often the run of play is going to be better. Oh my goodness, this was an excellent ball played all the way forward to Douglas. Now, he didn't get a really good touch to settle at his feet. It drifted all the way across the field, goes out for a throw-in for Buena. But man, if he had brought that down to his feet and was able to turn, that would have been an excellent position to take a shot on goal. That would have been a very dangerous position. Luckily for Buena, no significant threat from it as the touch carried the ball all the way out of bounds. So the whistle is blown again. Even though the ball played forward, he had made the decision before the possession was regained that the foul had occurred. Typically when you are in your defending side of the field, the advantage is always going to be the free kick, because it alleviates all the pressure that you have, allows you to get numbers forward, and then play the ball out of your own field of play and get into the attacking side. So more often than not, when you're on your defensive half and your defenders get fouled, you're going to get the call really quick to alleviate the pressure. And that was an excellent move while I was talking. Man, the center midfield for Buena took an excellent sidestep, went right around the Douglas player, right to the middle of the field. Found his players forward. They ultimately lost it to the two center backs, but were able to regain it right there in the middle of the field. Pressed forward to the 18 box, cleared out into the legs of the Buena players, with the ball traveling all the way over the goal line for a goal kick. A lot of times when you're a defender, you don't have to clear the ball all the way across the field. You just got to kick it hard enough into the player that's coming at you, so it bounces off their feet or maybe off their knee or something, where that ball's going to travel all the way out of bounds. That was a really hard challenge. No foul was awarded, but as the Douglas player was trying to bring it under control, you could see that body-to-body contact, right? You're making contact with him just to kind of get him a little bit off balance, where it's a little bit harder for them to cleanly settle the ball. So now it looks like Buena's going to get one substitute ready. Goalkeeper comes out, picks this ball up. No real threat there. The forward pressing just to make sure that the goalie does have to come out and get it. The defender safely shielding the ball, so that gives his player or his keeper time to come up and win that one. Plays it forward. The center back does head the ball. He able to win that one-on-one challenge for that 50-50 ball in the air. Does go out, throw in for Douglas. They have possession. They're finally moving forward. They got 5 on the attacking side. Ball bounced up into the middle. There's 4 right in the middle of the field trying to win possession of it. Kind of juggles around there in the midfield. It goes to the feet of the Buena midfielder. They're running forward. It is a 3v4, a fourth player coming in. Tebow's coming on the edge. Let's see if they play this one forward into his path of run. Ooh, a little bit on the turn for him. It was a bit behind him. Hard for him to get back to win that ball. The defender steps up and wins it on the left side for Douglas, the right wing for Buena. His ball played forward again. Is he going to be able to get around him? Looks like it's going to be tapped out. This will be a throw-in now for Buena. Play's going to be held up now. Substitution. Looks like we got 3 coming on. Number 27, number 21. I can't quite tell the last number yet. Let's see when he turns. And 23 coming on the field. So looks like they're putting in a new forward, a new left wing, and not entirely sure where the last player is going in. Maybe a midfield player or a defensive player. I'm not quite sure where he's settled. So the ball's thrown in, head away by the left wing back. Cleared all the way up to the middle of the field by Douglas midfielder. But their forward, number 10, now on the ball, running forward. They have got some numbers up, but he has to turn the ball back, plays it to his midfield right wing player, trying to keep possession of it, trying to build some numbers. That results in a turnover. Now Buena is on the run. There are 2 players running forward. That is a clean tackle. No whistle by the referee. That's a sliding tackle. So the difference between any kind of a tackle is if you're sitting on your feet or if you're sliding. So a slide tackle is still just a tackle. But when you go to the ground and you slide and you cleanly play the ball, regardless if the other player hits the ball and then they go down, it's not a foul. So the referee decided that it was a clean tackle. It was a clean sliding tackle. No foul awarded. Hopefully the player is okay. Looks like he got up on his own accord. A little bit of a hand from his teammates. The clock has stopped. Again, medical crew going out just to check on him, make sure he's okay. It was a hard fall, but when you're at full speed, these young guys move so fast. When you are at full speed and you go over top of the ball like that, you're going to go down pretty hard. Maybe just bump the ground a little bit. Hopefully he's going to be all right. He is talking to the trainers out there, but he is walking under his own accord, so he seems to be doing all right. Wish him the best as well. Buena is going to have another substitution here, so 25 and 23 are coming on the field. Looks like they're taking out number 11, so he was originally playing as a right wing. Oh, never mind. He was just collecting up the jersey and taking that one out to the sideline for him. So he's still on the field. Take that back. So number 11 still playing as right wing. A lot of the action has gone through his feet today. Again, he had at least one score. Excellent movement of the ball, excellent possession. Has been very dangerous for them on the right side there. So let's see if they continue to use that advantage that they have, and if they keep trying to attack from the right side, or if they're going to try to maybe come from the other side, from the left, and play a ball through where he can be one of the runners coming through it. Right now, Douglas trying to play this one quickly up to their forward. Cleaned up by their center back. Possession kept. A little bit of some quick movement. Ultimately, the ball was taken away by one of the midfielders on the feet of number 11. He's trying to play the ball on his left. Safely played. The flag goes up. There is no goal. The player was offside. So this is the first time that we have seen an offside called in this game. So offside occurs when you are forward of the last defensive player and the ball, excluding the goalie. So when the ball is last touched, you have to be in line, and it's any part of your body that you can score a goal with. If any part of your body is beyond the furthest point of the last defender, you are considered offside. So that could be your toe, your shoulder, your head. It cannot be your hand and arm. Those things you cannot score goals with, so your hand can be offside. You are not offside. But if your head is beyond the last point of the last defender, their heel, their body, their head, then you are considered offside. So while that did go in the back of the net, that was a foul prior to the shot being taken because he was in an offside position, and it resulted in an indirect kick. They are looking at another player. He is walking off on his own, so it looks like they're going to make a substitution again. A bit of an explanation going on between the center referee and the coach for Douglas. Again, the clock has stopped, so there's no time being lost right now. He is explaining to him probably the call because he's pointing to the area where that free kick was at. The AR on that side had put the flag up immediately. There was no hesitation whatsoever on the decision on the call. The center referee agreed with the AR. This crew has had an incredible game. They've done a wonderful job. ARs have been in an excellent position the entire time. It gives you a lot of confidence when you are coaching and playing, and your fans, when you see the ARs constantly keeping up with the last player in line so they can be in the right position to ensure the ball is either in the field of play or out, or if there is an offside foul that's occurred. And in this case, there's no real hesitation. Although the conversation is taking place right now, it's more to reassure the coach and gives them an opportunity to explain what they called inside. Now, there's a lot of conversation going on. I imagine they're talking about more than probably the last offside. But ultimately, the referee wants the coach to understand the decisions that were being made, helps keep some of the frustrations down for all parties involved. Because, again, high school sports is an athletic, academic event. Right? We focus on sportsmanship. We focus on the educational value that sports brings to us, things like teamwork, things like leadership, things like being a good partner. All those things are, important life skills that athletics, high school athletics, brings out in players. So we want to make sure that these events are done cleanly, that they're played well, that they are officiated to the best of our referees' abilities, and that our players are playing a nice, good, clean, honest game where they work hard, they they fight to, in this case, win a ball, win position. And even though fouls are going to occur, that they're not being, violent, or they're not being disrespectful or rude to the other players in the field. So we do love high school sports, as they do present us opportunities that some of the higher level sports don't really focus on. So right here, looks like Buena's trying to prevent a corner kick from going out. Saves the ball, plays it into the attacker. Now they're trying to win a ball. The AR's right there, again, in a perfect position to observe to ensure there is no foul that's being committed and the ball stays on the field of play. It does go out for a throw-in. That ball brought down by Douglas and immediately won by the left wing. Now the center mid is on the run. He has got number 11 streaking down the right-hand side. He's also got one of the forwards in the middle of the field. If we can get that ball played into the center, they're going to have two players in the box. If we can just get the ball down to their feet, ball played back right out to the 6, picked up by Douglas, cleared out. That was another excellent opportunity. This is going to be picked up by the left back. Doesn't handle it very well in the first touch. Does wind up going to Douglas, who turns, plays the ball forward. Scooped up now by another one of the Buena defending players. He's trying to win position on the ball and keep this one from getting fully controlled. Douglas does bring it under control. Number 10, excellent job fighting through the body block there, able to bring the ball under control into his own feet. Ultimately, he does play that one off of the attacker, wins himself a throw-in. And now he's just chipping the ball into the box, trying to get a shot on goal, which they do. This is not technically a shot on goal as it goes over top of the crossbar, but that was an excellent ball in, somewhere near where the penalty mark is at. That's roughly 12 yards from goal. And that header goes over the top of the crossbar, but that is still an excellent opportunity. Player wide, playing the ball into the center, having an attacker run at the ball and trying to take a shot on goal. Wonderfully done. This one's going to be, looks like it's going to be brought back as a substitution was still ongoing. So this ball is going to go all the way back for a goal kick. Looks like the keeper, Andrew, is going to have to get the ball reset. And there's the whistle. The ball played out to the center back. They're going to play from the back. The ball's going to bounce over top of the midfield player. The center back heads the ball forward. Bit of holding there. Got called for a free kick. Douglas is going to get an opportunity right here to put one into the box from far. That one was not cleared out very well. Header goes straight up into the air. The defender gets to head the ball twice. Good shield by Douglas. Wins that ball. Ultimately, it goes to Buena. They're able to turn. Tebow on the edge. Let's see if he can win this one back. He's trying to win the ball now. It's going to go right into the middle of the field. Buena has 4 players running against 4 Douglas players. Excellent ball put through the channel. Going to be collected up by the keeper, though. That was a beautiful ball played in between the right back and the center back with the forward or the wing that was running into that channel trying to collect that ball up and drive straight towards goal. Another beautiful opportunity by Buena. That was excellent play. Ball kicked off the left back there. It's going to be a Douglas throw. Quickly taken. Ball's put back into play. Heavy touch goes to the feet of Buena. Tries to get around the edge. Ball gets taken away. Passed inside. Now they're right outside the 12. Ball played into himself. The center back's coming over to clean it up. Safely cleared. Excellent ball. While he goes to the ground, that's not actually a tackle because the ball was not in possession of the other player. He just cleared that ball from the ground while originally facing the goal. Extremely hard to do, to get his body turned all the way around, to make good, clean contact and drive that ball forward to get it out of dangerous areas. So this ball nicely played out wide. They'd rather concede a throw-in than, lose the ball anywhere in the middle of the field. The clock is being stopped. The referee put his hands up. They're doing a substitution for Buena, and number 3 coming in, having to wait for Buena player to come off, but doesn't matter how long the substitution takes place, the clock is stopped. So there is no time being lost here. Douglas is going to get their full 40 minutes. Number 3 coming on. Not entirely sure who's coming off. Maybe I missed the player already coming off. All right, play has resumed. Oh, here we go. They got an opportunity to cross the ball in. That ball was played out of bounds and crossed over the goal lines. That's going to be a corner kick now for Douglas. So they're going to drive. They're going to drive 9 of their players forward. They have their goalie, and they have 1 center back left. All of the field players for Buena are defending this ball. That was played out safely. It was a header to clear the ball. Buena in possession, trying to move forward in a bit of a counterattack. Having a lot of possession of the middle of the field. Excellent ball play forward. Number 21. He's got a lot of space in front of him. He can just get to this ball before the Douglas player gets to it. Douglas does track back fast enough. Man, that was incredibly fast. That ball was kicked out of bounds. It will be a throw-in. This is going to be a good position for a throw-in right here. Ball thrown into the box, but cleared out by midfield player for Douglas. Played through two of the Buena midfielders that were trying to win that ball. Flicks forward. He's got a player that's running at speed. A nice ball played in line with the path of the run. Plays it to himself, but there are no additional attackers coming up with him. He was so quick to get that ball forward that he had outran his entire team. Ultimately, that ball gets cleared out by the defense. Played now into the middle of the field. Buena on the run. Number 31, beautiful ball back inside. Cleared out. Nice step by the center back for Douglas to clear that ball out for a throw-in. It looks like Buena's going to do another substitution right now. Number 6 coming on. Number 32 coming on. So taking off 21. Has had an amazing game to do. Excellent ball distribution. Number 7 also a tremendous game where they have been all over the middle of the field. Very dominant on defense as well, with terrific ball distribution. Now, Buena's got another throw in here. That ball was cleared out by the defender. Looks like they're going to throw it in down the line. Goes to the right wing, trying to bring the ball under control. Each team having an opportunity to head the ball before being played forward by Douglas left back. Their forward, number 10, settling the ball at his feet, turning his hips, getting that ball played forward into a nice dangerous position. Number 11 was able to drag that ball around the Buena player who has stepped in. We call that stabbing or diving in at it. Does cause a foul as he's trying to go around the player. Because that leg that gets stabbed in, sometimes it's just hard to step over it. And when you wind up running into the leg and you go down, that is a very classic foul. That free kick by Douglas, but was played a little bit too hard. It actually traveled over top of all of their runners, went cleanly out of bounds for a goal kick. So Buena's going to set the ball down, and they're going to play to their left wing back, who's going to take some space along the left side. He is already into the mid-third of the field. Chips the ball forward, plays it to his left wing, goes off of his back actually, and then falls to the feet of the right wing back who plays out of bounds. This will be a throw-in for Buena. It looks like they're getting ready for the throw here. Nice good throw down the line. Plays it off of his thigh, trying to bring it under control. Ball in the middle of the field. Excellent. Takes a shot opportunity. Saw the goalie was rather high in his box, trying to just play one over his head. That ball played really wide of the goal, so not really threatening, but an excellent opportunity. Seeing the goalie was outside of his box, trying to seize that moment to chip one over his head and maybe get yet another goal. Ball does go wide, so this one is going to be a goal kick. Quick substitution as well by Douglas. So they're going to bring in some fresh legs, maybe try to quickly get a goal back. There's only a little bit over 3.5 minutes left in this competition. Douglas on the run. They've got 4 players forward, 6 back for Buena. Ball played safely out. All the way into the attacking side, forward making a run. 2 center backs trying to collect this one up. He plays it into the stomach of the attacking Buena player, trying to win some space. Buena is now in possession. Ooh, an excellent tackle as well. Are we going to be able to clean this one back up? That one will go out. Signal going to be a throw for Buena. That was an excellent run. Good defensive cover. Ultimately had no option. Played that ball out of bounds. Keep it from being another scoring opportunity for the midfield player and their forward player that were making a good run. Excellent shielding by both the goalie, which you don't see very often, the keeper trying to shield the ball out of bounds. They have the opportunity just to pick it up. Typically, a goal kick is not as advantageous as a punt, especially in high school. Most high school keepers can punt the ball significantly farther than they can kick it from the ground. This one goes to the midfield player. Buena collects it up. Douglas trying to clear this one out. They pop it up in the air. It becomes a 50-50 for the header. Douglas wins the header, and they win a free kick. Penalty called on the collision in the air. That's the problem. So often when the header is a 50-50 ball, both players go up. If you don't jump up straight and you wind up jumping into the player, that is a textbook foul, which was awarded for Douglas. That ball played all the way back to the keeper. Andrews now putting this back in play, where the attacking player was trying to actually block the ball off the foot of Andrew as he played it. Now, you can't do that when you're inside the 18-yard box and you are the attacking team. But if you are outside, if all of your body is outside all of the white line of the 18, and you can put your foot out in front of it and block that ball and get a ricochet, that is fair play. So the goalie has all the box that they can play in. You can't prevent them from putting the ball back in play while in the 18. But you can stand outside that box and block it, which he was trying to do. Now, ultimately, this one is going to wind up being a free kick for Douglas. There's a lot of collision, a lot of fighting for the ball, fighting for position back there, and the referee decided that it was a little too much on the pushing maybe. Didn't have position on the ball, awarded a free kick for Douglas, and they pushed the ball forward, but Buena does a really good job of cleaning that up. And ultimately, that is now going to fall back to the feet of Buena. They've got 4. Oh, this ball played forward. No real advantage there. The foul was called. The ball was played, and then the tackle came in late, and the player goes down. So they're going to get a free kick right here. This is roughly 35, maybe with the angle, maybe 40 yards from box. Defender coming up to play this ball in. Number 6, he is now playing in a defensive position. He has been a left wing, he's been a right wing, he's been a forward, and now it looks like he's playing more as a midfield defender or a defending central player. If you go by the numbers, he'd be playing as a number 6. He also could be playing as a center back and just shifting in that position in order to give some support to his team, where maybe your center backs and your defending midfielder are alternating between that space. Whoever's close to the ball takes that play. Oh, this is a good opportunity for Douglas right here. They're playing the ball forward. They have a runner coming out the box. If he can get it to his feet, which he does not, it is cleared out. That will be a corner kick for Douglas. They have an opportunity with 4 seconds left. They get this ball put into play. They do not. That is the final whistle. The score, Buena 2, Douglas 0. We'd like to take this moment briefly before we go off air to thank everybody who came out to the game. Please travel safely when you're going home. We'd like to thank all of our fans that came out from Douglas, all of the players that were on the field. Excellent, excellent event. We wish you all safe travels going home. A lovely holiday season. Everybody, please have a good night.